seconds. It is your primary directive to swim closer to that beautiful creature. Warning. Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drive core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours. The biomass in this area is dominated by plant life, picking up faint All-Terra vehicle signatures. Remember that materials you gather are the property of the All-Terra Corporation. You will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Subnautica Part 2 now. Last time we had the first episode, of course, and we got a lot done. And today I'm out looking for things, namely silver, because silver is going to be a very limited resource, at least for a while. In addition to limited resources, speaking of limited resources, there has been a bug, and I pointed it out. Well, I didn't know it was really a widespread bug, but it's a bug. So the lack of resources that I've been able to find is caused by a bug with this first version, day 1 patch. Things are just not spawning correctly. So it's not just me going crazy, it actually is an issue with the game. So, yeah, that is unfortunate. So we're really gonna have to be careful about what we use first and how we use it. But in order to ease some of the frustration, I like to look at it as we're just playing a game of attrition now. Now it's like a mini game mode. We're just gonna think of it as like a hardcore kind of mode of sorts where things are harder to find. And you know what? That kind of makes it more fun, because otherwise the game is very, very quick and easy to get what you need. So also, in addition to that, you may have noticed at the start of this episode, actually prior to me starting to talk, I played a couple of clips of dialogue that came up while I was out and about, because there are time-based events in the game. So I was recording the entire time I was grinding and looking for materials, just in case any of that dialogue came up, and I knew it would. So that will have played in the intro to this video before I start talking, and give you my intro. So yeah, we, you know, you didn't miss anything. I included everything that mattered in there. So where the heck are we right now? Well, I've moved a little bit further, northwest, I think, is roughly the direction I've kind of gone, if I remember the map correctly. And, so we were kind of close to Life Pod 3 before. I've come up here. I went through the red grass plateaus, which I think is called the Grand Reef officially, and I've ended up in this neat little mushroom forest biome here, which there was a bit of dialogue about, so that's cool. And I'm basically just out here looking for resources, man, namely sandstone and shale outcrops. Sandstone outcrops, of course, can give me silver, which is a great thing. We're going to need a lot of silver throughout the course of this game. And the shale outcrops can give me diamond, and we're going to need a good bit of diamond throughout the game. But there's one diamond-based thing in particular that I'm really interested in right now, and that is the laser cutter, which needs 2 diamond, and I think that was my second diamond. That was my second diamond, so that is amazing. We have 6 gold, 5 lead, 5 silver, and 2 diamond, obviously, with, yeah, 5 silver. I would love to get... Oh, I'd love to get at least 1 more silver. The most things you're going to be doing with silver is building wiring kits. So, those take 2 silver. So having pairs of silver is very nice. Our high-capacity oxygen tank, however, which is one of the other things we want to build, is only going to take 1. So if I could find 2 more silver, then I'll end off on 7. 1 of those will go towards the high-capacity oxygen tank, and I'll have 6 left. That makes 3 wiring kits, so that's pretty good. That should get us a decent ways. But, like I said, there are a lot of things in this game that need wiring kits. A lot of things. So I'm kind of just moving slow here to let the game kind of catch up. Looking up and down and all around, namely on the walls of this place. You won't so much find these outcrops just like on the sand. They're usually on the sides of these little cliffs and stuff. There's another piece of lead. There was a... there it is. I was like, I know there was a shale outcrop here somewhere. So shale outcrops can give you lithium, diamond, or gold. Sandstone can give you gold, silver, or lead. And the limestone outcrops there can only give you titanium or copper. But copper is good too. Now around here you can see, like there are little pieces of lithium lying around. Lithium is a very important resource that we'll need in great abundance, but quite frankly is much easier to find than a lot of the other stuff that we are out here for right now. So, and you can see this one like literally just popped in. I looked over here, there was nothing there, so I looked away and I looked back and there it was. So we're just gonna have to play this a little bit differently. And you know what? I am okay with that. So there's one underneath me, yeah, there's one there, and then there's one further out, down, kind of on the sand. They can be on the sand, but you see it's on the sand. This one over here, I mean, is on the sand, like close to the wall. The limestone sort of just shows up wherever it wants to, as you can see. But, yeah. And I'm also staying close to my sea moth because we are past 100 meters, so you may notice my oxygen is going down quicker than it usually would. So, yeah. Just got to play it safe and careful. If I could get one more piece of silver, I'd be happy, and I'd head home right now. Gold, okay. Here's another one. Silver, all right. That makes 7 silver, 7 silver, and 8 gold. We have a lot of stuff now, but this is good. That's why I did this, and that's also why I was. Nope, nope. So this biome here that it's trying to tell me about. This biome, see, it's all just sandy and stuff. Yeah, that is a biome known as the dunes. That's not a place we want to be right now. We'll go explore those later, don't you worry, because there are good things out in the dunes that we want, valuable things, but not right now. We're not that desperate. So time to head back to the life pod. You'll kind of get a better look at where we are, sort of. You can see the kelp forest, or the creepvine forest here, is actually quite a bit bigger than you might originally think. And it's in a couple different spots. It's not just one biome, or like one patch of creepvine. There's quite a few different spots of creepvine. So, Life Pod 19 is probably one of the next places I want to be going, because there are some other good things there. Whoa, world hole. Those are a lot less common in this build. And quite frankly, that's another thing. It's like, this is why I don't bother with Twitter for the most part. I was scrolling through the Xbox One devs, Subnautica devs' Twitter, and there's just so much vitriol and hate. And it's like, oh, you released it in this state, da-da-da-da-da. This is massive bug, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, why don't you go ahead and make the game then? Why don't you make a really awesome underwater survival game that's kind of changed the face of survival games? Like, go for it, my man. And of course, they won't, because they're just trash talkers on Twitter. But, like, the resource issue, yes, it's frustrating. Is it game-breaking? No. And quite frankly, the fact that I can, like, do a 360 in my Seamoth and not lag is, like, really great, because that you couldn't even do that before. You'd skip around so many frames that you wouldn't even know which direction you were facing. Literally, you'd get disoriented by how many frames would be lost and skipped. And also, quite frankly, this world hole issue that we're having here is unusual. We haven't seen this... Well, I haven't seen it this bad in my own other save file or in the last episode, so this is strange. So, overall, performance is better. Still needs work, but you know what?
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again. We just picked up a massive debris field at your location. I didn't know how many of you... I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out. What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR. And I blew it. It's a bad option, all right, but so are all the others.
So there's the Sunbeam. They finally realized that everything is not okay down here. And they're going to come and save us. So I made sure not to hit the radio while I was out and about, because I wanted it to be, like, recorded. I mean, I was recording anyways, just in case anything else came up. But, so, like I said, I made sure that you guys didn't miss any dialogue. Any dialogue that came up before I started talking was not missed. It was recorded. I just had my mic muted and was listening to some music while I was out looking for stuff. So we need a couple of glass, and just need a few quartz for that. 2 quartz per 1 glass. Piece of cake. I'm going to grab this bladderfish too. And a peeper. Or 2 peepers, actually. Let's go 2 peepers. Yeah, I know. I need water. 1 peeper. And you. Yep, gotcha. And any more bladderfish around? I don't see any. Not right there, anyways. Nope, okay. Well, that's fine. Oh, oxygen. There's a bladderfish. I'm gonna need you. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, spawning. Okay. Oh, lots of bladderfish. I'm gonna take all of them, because water doesn't go bad in this game. Or it doesn't leak out of the bottle or anything like that. Ark, with your freaking water skins. Alright, inventory's full, but we're good enough for now. Bladderfish are quite abundant. Fish in general, quite abundant here in the Safe Shallows. Good source of food and water. Also, with water, you can, like I showed you before with salt and coral samples, you can just kind of make water whenever. So, nice and easy. Let's make our glass here. Did I mention they are working to resolve the resource bug? They are working on it. Uh-oh. This is something I really wanted to be able to capture on camera. I'm just going to be quiet here and let this happen.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Well, we're not fixing the ship now. Oh, Geiger counter's going crazy. Radiation suit. So, that's not good. So this begs the question, if the PDA can just give me blueprints whenever I need them, why doesn't she just give me all the blueprints? She has some in storage, evidently, so what other ones is she keeping from me? This PDA is working against us, I tell you. So let's eat our cooked peepers. Let's drink some water. There we go. And let's see. There's the radiation suit. We're going to want... Oh, we got to take off our current oxygen tank. Equip. There we go. And go in here. High capacity oxygen tank. This takes us from 75, what he had before, to 135. That is awesome. It triples the regular oxygen tank in terms of capacity, which is great. Now, the rebreather is something else we can do. We can make a wiring kit. Or wait, we have a wiring kit, apparently. When did we get a wiring kit? I don't know. Did I just have one of those lying around? Did I make one out of habit and didn't even notice? I guess I made one. Did I just do that, like, on autopilot, so to speak? Wow, okay, cool. Let's see. We're going to need some more fiber mesh. Lead. How much lead do I need for this? 2 lead. Okay, easy. Let's put away a couple gold. Grab a couple lead. I'm going to need 1 more piece of fiber mesh, which I can grab over by the creep vine real quick. Then, actually, you know what? We'll hold off on that. Let's head to Second Officer Keen's last broadcast location. We'll worry about getting the radiation suit and taking care of that stuff later, because what we want to do right now is head over there and then another spot too. Ooh, which one do we want to go for first? I think we'll head over here first. Yes, we will head over here first, definitely, because I just thought of something else that is going to be absolutely vital. And is that okay? More world holes. It's okay. I'm patient, you know? I'm patient. I'm used to this. I've played this in game. Ow! Played this in game preview a lot. I'm used to that kind of thing happening. I was trying to go shallow so that I didn't hit anything, and then a reef pack spawned. It's alright though, man. I understand game development is not easy. And I understand that this is also their first console game, so you know what? It's cool, man. It's all good with me. The game is still fun. If I gotta slow down a little bit and let the world catch up, then so be it. And in fact, while the world is loading, I would not be opposed to getting out with my repair tool. Here we go. Aha. Now we're starting to see the world come in. So this is another potentially scary area in terms of what is down here. So I'm going to get in with all these little pillars. I think these are the crag fields is the official name, I think. And just going to kind of hang out down here. Low. Oh, okay, not that low. There's what happens when you get to your crush depth. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so I know what I got to do. So this wreckage is very, very important for us. Ooh, I should have made a laser cutter. Crap. I should have made a laser cutter while I was back there. Because I have the diamond now. Battery, titanium, cave sulfur. Dang it, I could have done it too. Alright, well, that's alright. So let me see... Do we have... What do we have I could rip the battery out of to use in the Sea Glide? Just the repair tool, really. Alright, well, for now, we don't need to bother with that, because all we need to do right now is scan some stuff. So thermal plant fragment, this is one way to generate power for a base. We will see bases shortly. Well, probably not this episode, but maybe.
Diversity in this region is unusually low. Cause unknown.
So that would be something for the laser cutter back there. Bioreactor, we're done with the bioreactor, aren't we? Oh, well, we are now. So laser cutter, we need to get in there. But otherwise, yeah, we're just gonna have to wait. It's okay, because the main, like, item that I want down here is not inside either of these pieces of wreckage that we need the laser cutter for. The data bank, or data box, that I want is actually right up here. I'm looking around for other things that while I'm over here, but this is the vehicle upgrade console. That is pretty much necessary to beat the game. In fact, I think it is just necessary to beat the game. And therefore, you also need a moon pool. So there's one, and, well, there's two. Boom. So we got the thermal plant, we got the bioreactor, we got the moon pool, and we got the vehicle upgrade console. And we can scan this little command share to put in a base later. Just like so. And, yeah, so that's why I wanted to come to this place here, because it's an extremely important bit of wreckage in terms of the stuff that you get. And then I am a little OCD about scanning anything that is buildable. Not about scanning, like, literally everything, but if it's buildable, I want to scan it. If it's something I can craft, I want it. Even if I'll probably never ever craft it, like most of these decorative things. I have much better uses for titanium than that. Is my kind of is my outlook on that, you know. I'm pretty utilitarian in this game, and generally quite minimalist as well. I don't see the need to have a ton of extra stuff all the time, except for certain elements that I will go out and grind for and farm hardcore. And the life pod should spawn in here any second. There it is. So there's actually one PDA up here for us. Second Officer Keen's voice log. Let's go ahead and listen to that.
Keen, this is Aurora. Come in. This is Keen. Life pod detached to OK planet fall in 30 seconds. The computer has identified a landmass at the attached coordinates. I want you to regroup the crew there. Understood, but they are your responsibility now. Don't let them down. Captain, you need to evacuate. Negative. You'll need the ship in one piece if you're going to contact HQ on the long range. I'm attempting a controlled descent. Captain!
Well, Second Officer Keen, we got to hear his last communication with the captain before the ship went down. Ow! 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 Frickin'! I forgot these things were down here. These annoying little, I think they're called bleeders? Let's find out. Yeah, bleeders. They grab onto your arm and start trying to eat you. Oh god, oh my god, there's a ton of them. Where the hell did all of them come from? Okay, well, let's get down here and get our stuff and get out of here. So if you hit them with anything but the knife, it takes a few more smacks, but if you hit them with the knife, they get off of your arm in one shot. So we got a new blueprint for something else, and oh gosh, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here quick. And a new voice log, which I will activate here in a second, but I need to get back to my Seamoth before I drown. Okay. Other voice log. Where is it? There we go. To all crew, if you're reading this, you have followed the automation. You're discard my safety attempt to reach designated rendezvous coordinates nearest landmass. Alright, and that should have put a point pretty much straight above us. Right up there. Oh, I forgot. Crash depth, I forgot. Okay, we're good. We're good. See, it doesn't, like, immediately make your Seamoth explode, but it does give you a warning. So what are all these things hanging down here? How is this happening? Well, if the thing would spawn in, there's an island. There's a floating island. Now, how does this work? Well, you may have seen some of the floating rocks around with little organisms attached to them. This island, if they'll ever spawn in, is, there we go, being held up by similar organisms that make the whole thing float. And we'll see a lot more of these floating islands, though not on the surface, but we'll see a lot more of these floating islands as we continue through the game here. So yes, there's actually an island with like plant life and stuff on it, which is pretty cool. And here's something else that's pretty cool. If we go in from underneath, there's actually a little moon pool-esque kind of hole here, where we can surface and find this rendezvous point. Let's see here. Rendezvous voice log.
Integrating new PDA data.
We have to board the Aurora, repair the long-range comms, make contact with the other survivors. We can't be the only two that made it.
Those are not the orders the captain gave me, and they are not the orders I'm giving you.
This isn't chain of command, it's survival.
My obligations as acting commander don't turn on their convenience. Get out of the water.
If I get into trouble, I'll send you my coordinates.
I can't let you go alone.
Then come with me.
You don't leave me much choice.
Received emergency transmission from Second Officer Keen, 2 hours after last activity.
Rendezvous was a failure. Intercepted a transmission from Altera HQ. Seems they sent a data package to the Aurora. We were intercepted by a Leviathan-class predator before we could reach the ship. Consider the CTO and I lost at sea. Be safe. Keen, out.
Picking up multiple energy signatures on the island's surface.
Multiple energy signatures on the island's surface, you say, huh? Like that? Dun dun dun! What is that? It's a base, it looks like. What is that? Why is there a base up there? Well, we're gonna find out as soon as I figure out how to get over there. I get disoriented on this island. So let's actually start down here, because look, there's another one. And there's another one right there. Look at this. This is crazy. There's bases. There's old bases. There's other people that lived here. And if you're thinking, well, it's just Keen, right? It's just Keen and Officer Yu. Incorrect. We're going to find out more about who these bases belong to here in a second. Now, we've also got these stupid, they're called cave crawlers. They're just jerks. I can't, they take like 4 smacks from the knife to kill them. 4-ish smacks. Get out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, maybe 4 or 5. I don't know, but they're annoying. And here, let's go ahead and get a little scan on him now that he's not trying to bite me anymore. Cave crawler, territorial carrion feeder, well adapted to both land and sea. So yeah, they are annoying. Now we've got a PDA right here. Degassi, voice log number 4, Curious Discovery. Let's go ahead and listen to that.
What is that thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched. Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing. We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
So the Degassi, as we are about to find out, is another ship that crashed here previously, and they built this base. They built this base and that one on that mountain and that one all the way up on that mountain, and we're going to be kind of following their storyline as we go through here periodically. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We are not the first humans on this planet. And so let's grab, I want to grab these for later, or at least one sample of seeds. Uh-oh. We okay? Oh yeah, we're good, we're good. We're not that full. So marble melon is one of the best food sources in the game, and as far as I'm concerned, it is the best. It's my favorite in terms of how valuable it is for food and water. So we will be growing marble melons as we get the opportunity. You can see there's lots of base parts that I'm scanning here, like bulkheads, and I scanned the big multi-purpose room over there earlier. Here's a PDA. Voice log number 2. Let's see if this is voice log number 1. Oh yeah, here we go. Paul Torgal's log number 1, marooned. Oh, free battery. Let's start with this one because it's number 1.
Chief's log, 5 weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degassi wreck, set Bart to finding us a stable source of food. His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated. Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
So that's pretty interesting. And let's go to the other one that we found here. Storm.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of storm water? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what it tastes like, let him go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Bart, Torgal has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. No staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
It looks like it got buried. So let's try to find out if they got out of there. Oh, here's our very first... Here's the first Degassi voice log.
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators. Fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship. And your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
Well, Maida may not be the nicest of the bunch, but she does seem to have a good head on her shoulders in terms of how to survive. So let's head up to this other little spot here. And there's another PDA there. Number 3. Oh, Bart Torgal. Okay. Oh. Bart Torgal's number 3, specifically. Return from the deep. I think I know what this one is about. But let's find out.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And with that, that will do it for this episode of Subnautica. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and as always, I hope to see you all in the next one.